Hi there, I'm Claudia St. I'm the president of Affinity HR Group. We are your HR partner and resource. So many companies, small businesses, those fewer than 500 employees, were fortunate enough to get some paycheck protection loans from the federal government as part of the CARES Act. Those that did receive that money have been using it and wondering what the best way is to use that money. So I wanted to just share with you some of the ideas that are out there. For those who have much reduced business, they want to bring their employees back, but if they don't have the business to keep those employees fully engaged, they're finding creative ways to use that employee time. They include things like going through and cleaning out your filing cabinets, making sure all of the organizational cleanup and efficiencies that you can do at this time of slow business prepares you for when business gets busy. A lot of folks are doing things like cleaning up their workstations, cleaning up their offices, painting, repairs on equipment, using the time to do that maintenance and sprucing up that they weren't able to do before. Those who can work from home should be home. So reserve those chores of maintenance and sprucing up for those folks who have to continue to come to work in order to get paid. And that's a lot of our production folks. Also, a lot of our companies are looking to give back to their communities. So for example, if you're a printing operation, consider doing some of the printing for those organizations that are impacted by coronavirus, such as your local restaurants, your schools, your community health centers, anything you can do to help those businesses either in their time of need or when they're down, so that your employees are actively engaged doing something that's good for the community. I encourage you to ask your employees for ideas so that they can be part of the solution of giving back. Many of our companies that did receive paycheck protection loans are still at work. They still have business. But remember, everybody that has to come to work during the coronavirus pandemic, that's a risk for them, and they are afraid. Respect that fear, and if that loan gives you some added resources that you might not otherwise have had, consider some sort of hardship pay or supplemental pay for your employees so that they have that added incentive, financial incentive and support to recognize the risks that they come and take to come to work for you. I do recommend that you save some of that money off to the side so that when you have employees who get sick or get exposed, if they've exhausted their PTO, that emergency paid sick leave that's available through the federal government now is only 10 days. And most COVID infections that we have had and come to terms with have lasted well beyond the 2-week mark, especially if it's somebody who had to quarantine first and then came down with it. That 10 days covered under the paycheck or under the emergency paid sick leave benefit is quickly exhausted. So make sure you save some money aside to extend some special PTO or paid time off for those folks who do get sick. We encourage you to use the time and use those resources to the best of your ability. We're getting a lot of calls now from companies who want to review their onboarding processes. They want to start the hiring process, recognizing, it takes about 45 days to hire somebody. If you know you're going to have to hire somebody in the future, start looking now. Now's a great time to do recruiting, and you can stagger your start dates, and you can also have the opportunity to know that you've got that staff on board. It's a perfect time for them to do any certification or training necessary. So use this time effectively, use those resources effectively, and make sure you include your employees in those decisions on how to use that time so that they get the gift of giving back to their communities. I hope this helps. I hope you all are healthy and COVID-free, and I hope you have a safe and productive work week. Take care.